Okay, so let's talk about backing in an arc. Backing your circle in an arc, or continuing that arc to a circle. You may think that if you ride him forward in a circle with his head bent or canted or tipped to the inside of the circle, and you're using your outside leg to move the horse around your inside leg, that you can do that in reverse. And it's probably not going to happen for you. I think a better way to back him, certainly in rhythm, in a more balanced manner, is to be able to back him initially with a natural headset or broken at the pole a little bit, where he rounds his head like that, puts his nose down vertical to the ground. So if he can do that, you have a pretty good, and you can back him that way, he has a pretty good chance of backing an arc and continuing that arc into a circle. I'm going to ask him to back, and if I have to wait on him, I wait on my horse because he thinks I may just want him to drop his nose. Give him the back, and I'm going to tip his head slightly to that outside and use my outside leg to gently guide him around. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on him because if I do, he may make a big movement inwards and it'll break my circle. So I'm not too worried about his head coming up into that natural headset because that's what's comfortable to him. So that wasn't so smooth and within rhythm as I'd like, but you get the idea. I want to tip his head, and in the beginning you may tip his head quite a bit, but as you get him used to that, it may just be a slight canted to that side, to the outside of that circle. If I want to go in this direction or go around that cone, I'm going to back him initially, just try to back him straight, and then put a little cant to his head. And as I gently guide him with my reins, I'm giving him a release every time he gives me a step backwards like this. Okay, so that looks a lot more subtle than what we were doing earlier. So again, conventionally, some of you guys are pulling him backwards and then trying to move his butt over, and then pulling backwards or moving his front end over, backing him, and trying to get a circle out of that. I think you're going to be a lot more successful if you try to do it in a more rhythmic fashion by backing him and then tipping his head slightly, using your outside leg to guide him around. I'm not using my inside leg at all, and move him around like this, and then I can continue on into doing the figure eight like this. Okay, hope that makes sense to you. But the major point again is trying to get his head down a little bit. That's optimal, but if he's in a natural headset, that's better than his head up. As you're backing him, you're going to just use that little pressure release from your fingers. You're not doing this number here like this. Either your wrists are rotating like this, or you're just using your fingers. And again, the only pressure you need to use is your outside leg. And I hope that helps you out. We'll try it out here.